Hey guys, welcome to Healthy UHQ. Today we're going to explore some of the unusual signs that you might not realize point to low oxygen levels. Now, before we dive in, I have to give you my disclaimer. This video is for educational purposes only. So do speak with your doctor if you have any unusual symptoms. Remember, I'm not your doctor, but I am here to help you understand your health better. So with that said, let's get started. We all know that oxygen is essential for life. We literally can't live without it. But what you might not realize is just how many bodily functions rely on a steady supply of oxygen to work properly. Everything from your brain to your muscles depends on it. And when your oxygen levels dip, your body can start to send out some pretty strange signals. In this video, we're going to cover 12 of these weird signs. Some of them might surprise you. We'll talk about why these signs occur and what they might be telling you about your health. By understanding these signs, you'll be better equipped to spot any potential problems early on. Let's kick things off with a really common one. Headaches. You know, those pounding, throbbing sensations in your head that can really ruin your day? Well, if you often find yourself waking up with a dull or throbbing headache in the morning, it could be a sign of low oxygen levels during the night. This is especially common in people who snore heavily or have sleep apnea. Why? Because these conditions disrupt your breathing while you sleep. Basically, you're not getting enough oxygen into your system, and that can lead to a buildup of carbon dioxide in your blood. Now, this imbalance throws your body out of whack and causes blood vessels in your brain to dilate, which triggers those painful headaches. So, if you're consistently waking up with a headache, it's definitely worth talking to your doctor about the possibility of a sleep disorder. Have you ever felt like you just can't get enough air, like you're constantly gasping for breath? Maybe you find yourself sighing deeply throughout the day, or taking these little shallow breaths. This feeling of air hunger, as it's called, is another strange sign of low oxygen levels. It usually happens when the pH balance in your blood gets thrown off. You see, your blood needs to maintain a specific pH level to function properly. When your blood becomes too acidic, it actually makes it harder for oxygen to bind to your red blood cells. So, even if you're breathing perfectly normally, your body might not be getting enough oxygen, and that triggers this feeling of air hunger. Interestingly, eating too much sugar or having low levels of vitamin E can contribute to this problem. Okay, this one might seem a little out there, but bear with me. Do you have an odd craving for ice, like you find yourself crunching on ice cubes all the time? This seemingly harmless habit could actually be a sign of iron deficiency anemia, which can lead to low oxygen levels. Iron is a crucial component of hemoglobin, which is the protein in your red blood cells that carries oxygen throughout your body. When you don't have enough iron, your body can't make enough healthy red blood cells, and that means less oxygen is getting to your tissues and organs. This can lead to fatigue, shortness of breath, and even that strange craving for ice. It's not entirely clear why iron deficiency causes this, but some experts believe it might have something to do with the coolness of the ice providing temporary relief from the inflammation in the mouth caused by anemia. Chapter 4. Heavy legs. Ever feel like your legs are made of lead, especially when you're climbing stairs or walking uphill, like they're just incredibly heavy and difficult to move? This is another surprising sign that you might not be getting enough oxygen. Your muscles need a constant supply of oxygen to function properly, especially during physical activity. When your oxygen levels are low, your muscles literally can't produce enough energy to work efficiently. And because your leg muscles are some of the largest in your body, they're often the first to feel the effects of low oxygen. So if you notice that your legs feel unusually heavy or tired, even after light exercise, it's worth getting your oxygen levels checked. If you're enjoying this video, don't forget to like, share it, subscribe, and click the notification bell so you do not miss any of our future videos. Thank you. Chapter 5. Club nails. Now let's talk about your nails. Specifically, we're looking for something called clubbing. Clubbing is when your fingernails or toenails start to curve downward, and the tips of your fingers become round and bulbous. It's a pretty distinctive sign, and it can indicate a serious problem with your oxygen levels. When your body is chronically low on oxygen, it can trigger the production of extra tissue under your nails, causing them to become swollen and rounded. This is often a sign of lung disease, heart disease, or even liver problems. So, if you notice any changes in the shape or appearance of your nails, especially if they start to club, it's crucial to see your doctor right away. Chapter 6. Swollen smooth tongue. Believe it or not, your tongue can also give you clues about your oxygen levels. If you're not getting enough oxygen, your tongue might start to look swollen and smooth. It might also have a glossy red appearance. This happens because oxygen is essential for cell regeneration, including the cells in your tongue. When your tongue isn't getting enough oxygen, the cells can't regenerate properly, leading to this swollen, smooth appearance. This is often a sign of anemia, which, as we discussed earlier, can significantly impact your body's ability to carry oxygen. It's important to note that a swollen tongue can also be a sign of other health conditions, so it's essential to see your doctor for a proper diagnosis. Chapter 7. Emotional numbness. This next one might surprise you. Did you know that low oxygen levels can affect your mood? If you've been feeling emotionally numb, apathetic, or disconnected from things you used to enjoy, it could be linked to low oxygen in your brain. Your brain requires a constant supply of oxygen to function correctly, and that includes regulating your mood. When your brain isn't getting enough oxygen, it can struggle to produce essential neurotransmitters like serotonin, which plays a vital role in mood regulation, happiness, and well-being. This can lead to feelings of emotional numbness, depression, and a general lack of motivation. So, if you've been experiencing persistent low mood or emotional changes, along with other symptoms of low oxygen, it's important to talk to your doctor. Chapter 8. Constant yawning. We all yawn, especially when we're tired. But if you find yourself yawning excessively throughout the day, even if you've had enough sleep, it could be a sign that your body is craving more oxygen. Yawning is your body's natural way of trying to take in more oxygen and expel excess carbon dioxide. When your oxygen levels are low, your body might trigger yawning as a reflex to try and correct the imbalance. Excessive yawning can also be a sign that your cells aren't producing enough ATP, which is the primary energy currency of your cells. This can leave you feeling tired and sluggish even if you've had enough rest. Chapter 9. Dizziness and Weakness. Ever felt dizzy or lightheaded when you stand up too quickly? We've all been there. But if this happens frequently, it could be a sign of low oxygen levels affecting your blood pressure. When your oxygen levels are low, your blood pressure may drop, especially when you stand up suddenly. This can cause a temporary reduction in blood flow to your brain, leading to that feeling of dizziness or faintness. Your body is incredibly adaptable and will usually try to compensate for this by increasing your heart rate to pump blood more efficiently. However, if you're experiencing frequent dizziness or weakness, it's still important to get it checked out by your doctor. Chapter 10. Fast heartbeat. Speaking of your heart, a racing heart can also be a sign of low oxygen levels. Your heart plays a crucial role in delivering oxygen-rich blood throughout your body. When your oxygen levels drop, your heart has to work harder to compensate. Think of it like this. If you're carrying a heavy load up a hill, you're going to have to work harder than if you were carrying a light load. The same goes for your heart. When it has to work harder to deliver enough oxygen, your heart rate increases. If you notice that your heart is racing or pounding, even when you're resting, it's essential to see your doctor. A resting heart rate consistently above 100 beats per minute could be a sign of an underlying condition that's affecting your oxygen levels. Chapter 11. Chest tightness. Chest tightness, that feeling of pressure or squeezing in your chest, can be a scary symptom. And while it's often associated with heart problems, it can also be a sign of low oxygen levels. When your heart has to work harder to pump oxygen-rich blood, it can put a strain on your heart muscles, leading to that feeling of tightness or pressure in your chest. Low oxygen levels can also cause the arteries in your heart to constrict, further contributing to this sensation. If you experience sudden or severe chest tightness, especially if it's accompanied by pain, shortness of breath, or pain radiating down your arm, it's crucial to seek immediate medical attention. Chapter 12. Blue fingers or lips. This last sign is probably the most well-known indicator of low oxygen levels. Blue fingers or lips, also known as cyanosis. It happens when there's a lack of oxygen in your blood, causing your skin to take on a bluish tint. This bluish discoloration is most noticeable in areas where the skin is thin, like your lips, fingertips, and nail beds. In severe cases, your entire skin can take on a bluish hue. Cyanosis can be a sign of several serious health problems, including lung disease, heart problems, and anemia. So if you notice that your fingers, lips, or skin have a bluish tint, it's crucial to seek medical attention immediately. So there you have it, 12 strange signs that your oxygen levels might be low. From headaches to blue lips, these seemingly unconnected symptoms can all point to an underlying issue with your body's ability to get enough oxygen. Recognizing these signs and symptoms early can make it easier to fix any problems before they become dangerous. Speak with your doctor if you suspect any underlying health issues. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, share it, subscribe and click the notification bell so you do not miss any of our future videos. Thank you so much for watching, and I wish you great health, wealth, and happiness.